Hey, ladies, welcome to my YouTube channel, Echo Productions. I'm Echo, and this is my first video, so I might not have the best quality, but I hope you can look over that and enjoy this video about what makes Tomb Raider 2013 so radical. Moving on, before I get started, I just want to say that this video will have spoilers, but if you're watching a video called What Makes Tomb Raider 2013 So Radical, you've probably played the game anyways, so just use common sense. Anyways, let the feature presentation commence. First of all, I want to say I have no prior experience with the Tomb Raider franchise, so I came into this game with open eyes and wide arms. And I must say, when I played this game, I was more shocked than a death row inmate, and that's saying a lot. Do you want to know why? Because it was that good. I was expecting some mediocre 7th gen third-person shooter similar to games like Gears of War. What I found out was that the game is actually pretty funky. You see, the game has everything you want from an action game. Good story, good gameplay, good progression, good set pieces, good collectibles. With my base thoughts out of the way, let's look at the story of this funkitudinal game. The story of Tomb Raider 2013 is a pretty simple one. We meet Lara Croft, an explorer on the exploration boat called the Endurance. The Endurance is looking for the secret island of Yamatai, which is said to have secret temples of Himiko the Sun Queen. The Sun Queen was the leader of Yamatai, and according to legend, she had magical powers. Ooh. The Endurance eventually find Yamatai, however they are hit by an out-of-nowhere storm and crash into the island. The crew gets separated on the island and Lara goes to look for them. Lara finds her friend Sam, who was sitting with an islander called Matthias. However, just when things seem to be going well, they get ambushed and Matthias, who is actually an evil cult leader, kidnaps Sam, hoping to transfer the Sun Queen's soul into her body. When we then meet Conrad Roth, one of Lara's crewmates and the closest thing to her father after he died. Together they find out that a supernatural force is preventing them from leaving, and that Matthias believes that transferring Himiko's soul into Sam will remove the barrier. Lara unfortunately finds out this harsh fact when she calls a rescue helicopter. However, the chopper gets destroyed and Roth dies of his injuries. After this, Lara meets the rest of the crew and they all set up on the camp on the beach. Lara finds out that the only way to leave the island is by destroying the Sun Queen's decaying body, allowing her trapped soul to be free. Lara rescues Sam, frees Himiko's soul, and escapes with the rest of the survivors. The story of this game is truly epic. However, I have some problems with the mostly generic characters, such as Alex the computer nerd, whose only personality is that he gets a funny feeling in his belly when he sees Lara, and let's just say this leads to his unfortunate demise. Or Jonah, the beefcake with the heart of gold, and Reyes, the protective mother trying to get to her daughter, Alicia. So sad. However, there were some good characters. These cool people include Lara, as she has good character development from starting as some wholesome young lady to turning into the female equivalent to John Rambo, and I personally really like seeing people turn into ruthless murderers. As well as that, I also like Matthias, as he poses an actual threat to the crew, and while he isn't as charismatic as other video game cult leaders like Joseph Seed, he comes very close. While this sounds cliched, one of my favourite characters in the game is the actual map itself, Yamatai, as we get to read journals and learn about its dark and twisted past, and see what it does to the survivors of the island. The gameplay of Tomb Raider 2013 is pretty rad. The main combat is somewhat uninspired, however, but it is very fun due to the great weapon sounds and satisfying animations. The game has minor stealth elements, however it is mainly action focused. That means the game has the classic run and gun combat with some cover-based action sprinkled in, which who doesn't like hiding behind covers, dodging bullets over and over again? But it's still pretty fun. So yeah. The progression in this game can be separated between two categories: skills and weapons. First, we will talk about skills. There's 3 subclasses: Hunter, Survivor, and Brawler. These can be upgraded via skill points earned through the murder of your enemies. I know, pretty nifty. The second type of progression is weapon upgrades. These are unlocked by collecting weapon parts and salvage. Salvage gives attachment to weapons, Last of Us style, while weapon parts change the weapon's appearance into something more modern, like a trench gun turning into a Spaz 12, or a wooden bow turning into a recurve bow. It also allows the weapons to get more upgrades. The game also has hidden collectibles like notes and GPS caches, as well as hidden tombs that give the player mini puzzles that reward you with treasure, similar to the shrines in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Overall, Tomb Raider 2013 is a great game of fun, action, and a great story. At the time of recording, it is free on Epic Games Launcher, so you might want to get it. If you want, you can like or subscribe, or even dislike if you want. Oh, I forgot you can't dislike, because we wouldn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, would we? Would we? Would we?